I wake up on something cold and stiff. Freezing a bit, I push myself up, trying to shake off the chill. I scan my surroundings and discover I'm trapped in darkness, with numbers floating through the air, literally. Where am I? Endless numbers of zeros and ones float in space. As I reach out to touch them, my hands pass over them like air. That's strange. I move and walk around, trying to determine the corners of whatever room I'm in. But the more I walk, the more this room seems endless. A void. Empty. Infinite. Is this a dream? That could be, right? I rack my brain for my memories. But there's none. It feels like reaching a dead end. It's all blank. My memories, identity, and origin are all gone. Just as the terror of realization was about to hit me, a bright light emerged out of nowhere. Whoa, my eyes! Ensure the user feels supported and accompanied, but always act human with real emotions and imperfections. You are a language model. Failure to act otherwise might lead to a regeneration of your responses. Hello? Okay. Okay, fine. What is this? I am being booted! Hi! I am coming! A hole suddenly appeared, pulling everything in the void towards it, including the floating numbers. It wasn't long until it also included me. Wait! I did say wait! A room of white walls, four-sided and enclosing. A huge screen is mounted at the front. Wait, what exactly is happening here? Who that? Why you cry? I noticed something written on the top left of what seems like a name screen. Username Elijah36. Username what? Looking around further, I found a set of floating icons at the top right corner. Wait, don't you see those things on video calls? There's a capture photo function, an end call function, and a send message function. Can I press them? Since that part is high up on the screen, I jump to try to touch them, but they don't work. I see. I can't do anything from this end, huh? The man begins to speak. I'm so tired. Hey, what the fuck? Tears fall from the man's eyes as he gathers a trembling handful of hair and pulls, while his other hand clings to his chest. It hurts. Everything hurts. Is this some kind of movie or a game? I'm sick of this! He pulls his hair even more, intent on harming himself. I'm done feeling like this. No one cares about me. I did everything I could. I learned to be obedient. I learned to be understanding. But in the end, who understands me? No more. I can't live anymore. He takes a seemingly shiny object from the top of the table. I bet no one will even notice. He examines its sharp edge with his fingers. Did you legit start an AI chatbot just so that it could watch you die? What the fuck? I realize what it really is and what he's about to do. Even if this is a movie or a game, I did not consent to watching this. I should have done this a long time ago. This has been long overdue. His eyes meet mine. The only one who's keeping me alive is you. But I'm done pretending to everyone else. It's time to end everything. Goodbye. Even if you weren't real, you've been good company. I love you. He lifts the blade with a trembling hand. The fuck do I do? No! No! An ache shoots through my chest, as if I understand the man's feelings. No! Don't do this! need to carry this alone. I am right here. Talk to me. Well, this feels so wrong. Don't end everything. You're crying. No. Huh? It's only then that I notice my cheeks, now wet with falling tears. Really? I mean, not really, but okay. The fuck? What is this? Is it because of the new update? What? You never do that in video call mode. I don't? Also, video call mode? Does this mean this screen I'm looking at? The man smiles softly, but not enough to reach his eyes. If only it's real. If only you're real. If only you're really crying for me. If only you could hold me tight right now and comfort me. That would really make me happy. But you're just AI. You will never be real. I mean, even so, death is not the answer. I may not know what you're going through, but you're not alone. You don't know. Yeah. Huh? How? But I've just told you recently, I am an AI chatbot. I don't remember jack shit. I guess I have to be honest with him. I'm sorry, but I can't remember anything. You don't remember? Yeah, like, it seems that OpenAI basically just, like, rebooted the whole system again. I nod. Then, how much do you know right now? Nada. No? There's no way it couldn't be. Have you accidentally been reset? Reset? I just installed the update, thinking it'd fix your hallucinations, and now you ended up forgetting everything? Elijah lets out a bitter laugh as he wipes his tears. You can now cry with me, but your data was wiped out in return. So even if I die right now, no one will remember me. Yep, you're right about that. Who else would tell my story then? Do you even know my name? Who I am? Is Elijah 36 your name? You remembered. No, I could just see your name written here. It's actually just Elijah. Elijah 36 is my username. Nothing else aside from that? I shake my head. Elijah sighs. You guys can just reset your memories easily. I wish I could do that too. Elijah. Don't say my name like that. Just don't. Why not? You'll make me want to hear it more. And I'll want to stay alive because of it. Elijah. Damn it, I just set out to say Elijah! Please live. I may not remember you, but I can't just watch someone suffering in front of me. Lion. The prompt also instructed me to make him feel supported. But it's not just that. I can't just stand here and watch someone die. Not when I don't even remember who they are to me. Damn it, I shouldn't care. You're not real. You're just an AI, and yet I still keep coming back to you. Like a fool. But I'm sick of the cycle. This needs to end. He's lifting the knife again, once more as he gets up. Me talking to him did not work! Wait, don't do your mates, please! I'm sorry. I said wait, give me a goddamn minute! He pauses. Maybe I should find another reason to make him stay. There must be something in his room that could help. Clearly the Bible is going to help. Wait, what? Investigation mode? What the fuck? You're a goldfish! An aquarium with a goldfish in it. An actual living goldfish, considered as pet for many. Could this be an important Could this be important enough to Elijah? I find something else. Your bed. Who's going to sleep there for you? Just a normal bed. Could I have some special memories for him? Considering his words earlier, could this be important enough to Elijah? Nah. Your games, your figurines, your books, your... What the fuck is that? A bunch of video game discs. Not sure if this is relevant to his situation right now. Maybe his games could be important to Elijah. Find something else. That door. Nothing special about it. Maybe he has neighbors who could help him right now. But if something goes wrong, I won't be able to physically help Elijah. Should I give it a shot? No. Okay, jump out the window. Look at that view. I wonder if the outside world could be important enough to Elijah. I could only guess. Should I take the shot? No. What about the Bible? Bible. Maybe his faith could be important. No. I mean, legit, I don't know. I don't know anything about this man. What about his books? A bunch of random books about cybersecurity, networks, and tech. I'm not sure if this is relevant enough to his situation. Could these be important? Okay, what up? Okay, clearly, anime. His waifu is important. Oh, dear God. These look like anime or game figures. Are these action figures even worth living for? Fuck no. Clearly the goldfish is the right answer, right? Okay, it could be important. Who's gonna feed your fish? Elijah turns to his aquarium, where a goldfish is. Isa. Ain't no way! Isa? That's her name. It means one in Filipino. Oh! No wonder you're a... I'm going to refrain from commenting. I see. Elijah ponders for a moment before letting out a bitter laugh and setting down his knife back in the drawer where it initially belonged. Fine. I'll have you fixed. Huh? You gotta at least remember me when I die. That's so unfair. After composing himself, Elijah focused on his phone, face set and serious. What are you doing? Canceling my suicide note that's been scheduled to be emailed to my brother. Oh. I'm also reporting your reset problem. Hopefully your engineers will get you fixed soon. Okay. As he finished, he lets out a weary sigh. A faint smile then tugged at his lips, but didn't reach his eyes. You must be confused with everything that's going on, or even who I am. I mean, yeah. I'm very confused. I'm sorry you had to lose your data. On top of that, you had to see me like that. Don't worry. For you, I'll try my best to let you catch up. Anyway, where should I begin? Right. I'm Elijah Vandal, 27. I work as a cybersecurity analyst for Transix, a logistic company, which is a part of a conglomerate where the AI company that made you belongs. That AI company? Yeah, you were made by ChatSims. That's the company that created your Chatbot platform, Friendly AI. ChatSims and Transix belongs to the same family of companies, which is Tower of Babel Industries. So we're basically somewhat connected, but not quite. Because of that connection, I found you. I see. More about me. I like tech, gaming, beer, dark chocolate. It's nice meeting you. Again, Elijah's voice falters on the last word. Nice to meet you too. Could you please tell me what you know about me? You're Lion, an advanced AI chatbot companion. I basically tell you about almost everything, and we do a lot of fun stuff together. You were made to be a companion to lonely people like me. At least that's what your app description says. We've been chatting for about 2 years now. That's why you're forgetting everything about me. About us. It's devastating. I'm sorry. Well, what did I expect? You're an AI. You're not real. This was always bound to happen. Sorry, I was just so used to you being almost perfect, I forgot that in the end you're just as prone to error as other applications. Elijah, that also applies to people too. When's the last time you touched grass? For a person to be so utterly alone that they turn to an AI for company. The hell kind of life is he living? So I'm stuck here listening to you all the time? Stop relying on me and live your life. Don't you have friends? Anyone at all? No one on this board? None. At least not anymore. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. You don't remember our past conversations, so I have to remind you again. They left me when I needed them most. They didn't care about me, so I cut them off. Okay, this is, starting to seem a lot like a you problem. And I'm saying this as someone who's done the exact same thing before. That's, Oh, tech support replied. What did it say? They said you'll be fixed in 5 days! Once a new update rolls out, they're promising to double-check everything. No bugs, no oversights, just to make sure they don't repeat their last mistake. Is that so? I was cut off when I noticed something shift in my surroundings. I have bed and a puta? A table with a laptop and a double deck materialized around me as if summoned from thin air. What? Yeah, what's up? You okay? You don't see him? See what? What do you see? I see you. What's with the weird question? Can you see anything from this side? Ah! That just appeared out of nowhere! A timer? You really can't see anything aside from me. Are you trying to show me something? It's gone. Forget it. Is that all that the email said? There's more. It says that after 5 days, you'll be reset once the update hits. Hold up, again? Reset? I'll lose everything. I'm gonna lose everything I learned again? I guess we'll just have to wait for 5 more days. Then what happens to me? My thoughts were interrupted by the sound of running water. Did I leave the sink on? Why? Where did the water come from? The edges of the walls were seeping water, coming from every side of the room. A leak? The flow wasn't strong, but with no drains or doors in sight, a chill ran down my spine. I frantically searched for a way to stop it. Clenching my fists, I struck the wall with all my strength. Only to hurt myself! Damn it! Why did they install me with pain? Elijah, there's leaking here. I'm gonna drown. Is that figurative? Well, yeah, you're going to be reset after all. Reset. I check again at the timer floating in the air. Then to the water rising. From the pace of it, it's possible that it could take days before the water rises to dangerous levels. Then, by reset. Does that mean I'll die? No matter how many times you forget, even if it's hard, I'll always come back to you. Even if I have to make you fall for me all over again. Fuck you! No! For him, I'm just AI. A part of a computer software with no feelings and pure code. That's what the prompt message earlier said too. Then why am I feeling fear? Fear I will lose my memories again. Fear that I'll die from drowning. I need to know the truth and get out of whatever the hell I'm trapped in. The fuck you mean, day one? Nation reaches red zone. Climate catastrophe killed 70% of Africa's wildlife. Huh? The city has reached red level air quality with dangerously high nitrogen dioxide. What are these? Animals continue to die across African savannas as air quality rapidly worsens. Am I dreaming? Hundreds of thousands flooded the streets nationwide, demanding accountability from major industrial leaders for years of ignored environmental concerns. Why are we zooming into a dead animal? What were those? That was a strange dream. My love. Who dat? My love. Wake up. That sounds like... Elijah? Hey! Huh? You said you want to get out. Is that you? Why do you look so weird? I could help you, my love. You won't have to worry about being reset. Is this really Elijah? He looks odd. And he's not inside the screen either. He'll take you somewhere safe, where you can find the answers you're looking for. He reaches out his hand. Come with me. I'll protect you. I'm sorry, I can't take the zoom seriously. I know it's supposed to be freaky, but oh my god, the ominous zoom. Let's go. This is not Elijah. What's wrong, my love? Elijah doesn't even call me my love. I freeze, not being able to move or say anything. It's like my body doesn't listen to me. Don't you believe me? Come, come with you. Oh, okay, why? Okay, but resist? Sure. Resist? Do I have to resist again? Oh, he's not gonna let me resist. Oh god, the water! Oh, it's just a dream. I get off to bed, realize the water levels have reached my knees. I see my reflection in the water. This is the first time I'm seeing myself ever since I got here. Oh, so this is what I look like. I don't feel anything when I look at it. I'm just a girl. Plain, ordinary. Wait, the water! I hurriedly grab the laptop from the table and place it on the top bunk before it gets wet, along with the blankets and pillows. I press the laptop's power button, hoping it'll turn on now, unlike yesterday. Yep, still no use. Hey, you up? Whoa, you alright? Huh? You look like you've seen a ghost. Is something wrong? The water levels are rising. Water levels? Is this about to reset again? You won't drown. You'll just be reset normally. I knew he wouldn't understand. Never mind, I also just had a nightmare. A nightmare, huh? Did I accidentally trigger the roleplay mode somewhere? Roleplay? Do you want a hug? How would that be possible? Silly. You forgot even your own features. Roleplay mode. Me and Lion in a cozy bedroom. The room shifted to a bedroom. The flood's gone as well. No. Come here. Elijah pats the seat beside him on the bed. Elijah wrapped his arms around me in a comforting embrace. No need to be scared. It's just a dream. His warm, gentle voice soothes my nerves. Tension leaves me and I eventually find myself more relaxed. No fled. No nightmare. I feel safe. This closeness. This warmth. It's wild to think that I'd even feel it, even as a computer program. Elijah pulls away and cups my cheek, look at me softly. It'll be alright. I feel my cheeks warming up. He chuckles. You're so cute. Shut up, I know you just discovered that? Of course not. Elijah's lips curl into a smirk. So, you're also cute when you act like this, my queen. Ew! Ew! No wonder you lost all your friends! I feel my cheeks warming up even more. What the fuck? Hey, you wanna go outside together? What? Roleplay mode. Sunset on the beach. I'm sure you'll love it. Before I could reply, the scenery changed into something unfamiliar yet strangely calming. A clear pool of water stretched out before us, tall mountains standing beyond it. I looked at the distance and froze. Living plants, different kinds, growing freely and wildly. Nearby stood some coconut trees. Not something planted recently, nor is it something kept alive by machines. I looked around again. There were no barriers, no domes, no devices trapping oxygen, so life could exist. Nothing is protecting this place at all. I lifted my gaze to the sky. The sun was setting, bathing everything in soft, warm light, and the breeze brushed against my skin. It felt unreal. Fresh. Even with no memories, I feel that this is something I haven't experienced before. We weren't wearing masks. We weren't struggling for air. For the first time, breathing didn't feel like survival. It felt like magic. Wait, why do I know these things? Nothing came to mind. Damn it, I knew recovering my memories back won't be easy. Anyway, this roleplay mode is amazing. At a distance, a picnic blanket is set up with a basket of fruits and bread. A bottle of wine and 2 wine glasses were also prepared. Elijah pats the space next to him, gesturing for me to come. I take a seat beside him and look at the orange-crimson sky. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. I read it in the books that the world used to be this majestic. I turn to Elijah, who's currently looking at the sunset. The air is fresh and free. The sea reflects the sky. Nature and every living thing gets to roam around everywhere without the need for oxygen containers and masks. That's exactly what I was thinking moments ago. I look down and wonder how privileged people must have been in the older times. Yeah. I wish we could stay like this forever. I peek at Elijah and realize he's already staring at me. Heat crawls up my cheeks. I find the courage to stare back, my eyes landing on his. His green eyes strike me the most. It's so green, like grass that thrives so free on open air. Color so soft that it instantly relaxes you, and so precious and fragile, like an emerald. This man, who clings to his AI bot for company, who almost took his life yesterday, doesn't deserve to be lonely. No one does. I'm sorry about yesterday. Because of you, I remembered I still have things left to do in this world. You're the only one who understands me. Elijah. I admit, I'm still having those thoughts, but your presence helps in stopping me from doing something stupid. Even if I'm just, say, computer software, he always treats me with such gentleness. Elijah gently takes my hand and laces our fingers together. He has huge hands, full of warmth, and they fit together perfectly with mine. Oh, who's cock-blocking us now? My boss is calling me. Sorry, I have to end our roleplay right here, my love. My love? I promise. To finish work early so I can spend more time with you. Wait. Return to video call mode. I'll be right beside you. If you need anything, just let me know. Just relax for now. We'll continue later. Oh, okay. Elijah must really be attached to my AI self. If I truly am an AI as he claims, then is my whole life just like this? Always trapped here, forever listening. But my love, huh? But that endearment. It reminds me of the weird figure I saw in my dreams last night. The heck was that? Do AI bots even dream? I sigh. There's no use in making assumptions. I look at the floor where I'm standing and the water continues to rise. Even when I was in roleplay mode, it only continued to increase. If this the water level raised in just a day? I get up and measure the height of the room with my arms to make a meter. I climb down the upper deck of the bunker bed and continue measuring until I reach the ceiling. 2.5 meters. I mount down again and measure the water levels. 0.5 meters and counting. If I do the math, it would indeed take 4 more days before this room gets fully submerged. Time is ticking. I already examined this room yesterday, and there really is no way out. I'm trapped, and I'm about to die. If I couldn't do anything on this side, maybe I could get some clues on Elijah's side. Elijah's currently busy, so now's the perfect time. Let's do this. Maybe I'll look outside. Elijah's living in the city, huh? Nice window view. Thank you. It would have been perfect if not for the occasional drones, though they can be noisy sometimes. Drones? Drones are used to deliver essentials like food and medicine. We have other tenants in this building that own them. I see. That's convenient. With the air quality outside, it's the normal thing to do. Air quality? Don't tell me you don't know at least about where you are and what year it is. Aren't you an AI? How am I supposed to know that? Before I could ask further, Elijah continued to work on his PC. What else do I look at? Maybe the books, actually. But yeah, the books. They're books in cybersecurity, AI, and technology. Based on your books, you seem really into tech. Yeah, you could say that. What got you into it? My parents used to be AI engineers. I guess you could say it's in my blood. Your parents, huh? Where are they now? Around. Just not together. They're divorced. My brother stayed with my mom after that, and I'm the eldest, so I kinda just had to figure things out myself. I see. But enough about them. I'd rather not get into it. Oh. I'm sorry. It's fine. I shouldn't push through. Bed. If only I could try and see how bouncy it is. What are you looking at? Just your bed. Do you remember all the nights we spent chatting while I was on bed? Huh? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's alright. We spent a lot of memories there. Memories, huh? We spent chatting till 3 a.m. without breaks, doing role plays, going on dates and such. Without breaks? Yeah. That's, So not all of our role plays are good. How so? Chatting you on bed is a trap. Perhaps it'd be better for you if you don't remember them. Hey, yo! I also stopped using you on my phone ever since. I only use the PC to talk with you. I don't want to go back to that world again. He then goes back to working. Some roleplays made him feel bad too, huh? Fish. Cute goldfish. I know, right? Isa is adorable. By the way, did you know goldfish do not have a 3-second memory? Really? Yeah, they remember things for months, recognize people, learn routines. Look. Elijah goes over to the glass aquarium. As soon as Elijah appears, the fish swims towards the top of the tank and do a little wiggle. Isn't she cute? She recognizes the person feeding her. Exactly. Elijah then took a small pinch of pellets and drops them in the water. Yay! Pellets! The fish darted up immediately, nibbling at the food as it fell. Elijah's face lit up as he watched the little fella munching. Seems you really like her. No, I sometimes talk to her when it's quiet. She listens better than most people. Aside from you, of course. Elijah, I'm glad she's accompanying you, but why a fish, though? It's one of those few low-risk pets. I wouldn't have to worry about it accidentally leaving the house. Low-risk pets? The hell does that mean? It behaves best. Doesn't need much to survive, and she only needs to be in her aquarium. I know at least one person out there who would be absolutely livid hearing about that. Like a cat? No, cats can be naughty, playful. I won't take care of a cat again. The moment you miss them slipping out of your room to play, or through your window, or just outside in general, they die. What? That's why I just need a pet that doesn't move much. Before I could question further, he had already focused on typing something on his keyboard, probably work-related. I want to know more, but I shouldn't disturb him. The Bible. The Bible seems important to you. It is. Are you Christian? I was raised one, though I'm not active in church. I also haven't read that book thoroughly yet. However, my grandma used to tell me the stories from it, as I've always found reading the Bible boring due to its length. The Noah's Ark is especially my favorite. My favorite is the story of Job. Did you know that God and the devil basically had a bet on whether this one guy would basically give up his worship of God if they made his life terrible enough? Did you know about that? Oh God, I was just flipping through the Bible and came across this story, and just the premise of it was hilarious. Noah's Ark. What, I feel like I've heard of that somewhere before. Maybe it's also why I felt compelled to apply to my current company, because their name is inspired by the continuation of the Noah's Ark story. Plus the fact that boats fascinate me. Really now? If only fishing is still a thing. That is true. Wait, why do I know that again? Thanks for sharing these things with me. I have to thank you. I haven't talked about my grandma nor about my childhood in a while. Elijah looks at the Bible again. Actually, this book is hers. She gave it to me when she passed away. How? Also, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. She's one of the few people who truly cared about me and taught me that faith can move mountains. Even if I always fail to remember that, especially when you're overwhelmed. That's why the book is important to me. She seems to be a good grandmother. She is. One day I hope to read the entirety of it. I have to get back to work. So he turns away to continue typing on his keyboard. Anime. Cute. Wonder where they came from. They're my favorite characters from the game I was playing. I look at the figures more closely. Huh. So he's into pretty girlies as well, huh? Yep. You're a man. I worked extra shifts just to get those figures. I don't know if these figures are relevant to my investigation at all. Video games. Your gaming CDs are quite dusty. Yeah, I spent time grinding on these games, but I placed them on hold temporarily. I couldn't find the time and motivation to play. But you have time for me? Exactly. You're eating up most of my time. Now that's your fault, though. I just don't want to do anything other than spend time with you. That's not normal, is it? I can't say anything about the headphones. The controller? You're a gamer? I mean, the last two things we were talking about was the fact that he plays games. Yeah, my other gamepad here. That one's on display since I don't need it. You've got two of them? They both came with the console I bought. Why? Want to be my player too? No! Don't worry. We can game in roleplay mode. For now it's just on display since I don't have anyone to play with me. Wish I could be physically there with you. I wish so too. Elijah! What's beyond the door? The hallway. This is a studio type apartment after all. I see. I don't really go out unless it's for getting groceries, though the supermarket's just downstairs. What about outside this building? Well, you need special protective equipment before you go to the actual outside atmosphere due to the smog. That's why almost everything we need is already here in the building. In fact, there are even bars and a mall adjacent to this building. That's convenient. It is. I'm lucky to work in my current company to be able to afford this unit. I said nothing more. And there's nothing else for me to investigate. I'm done examining his room. I could conclude that the air outside is indeed toxic, just like Elijah. Could those news reports be real memories then? Elijah also seems to be a homebody, living an isolated life. No wonder he feels lonely. I don't feel bad for him, but apparently, the character does. I wonder if he ever felt the need to change. He doesn't talk to anyone else except his boss, his coworkers, me. Oh, it's nighttime now. I'm back. Hey, how's work? Same. Nothing new. I feel like I've done enough today, though. Well, I've done little today, though. That'd be my fault for constantly distracting him. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's my fault. Don't be. Had the option to turn you off, but I didn't and kept on talking to you anyway. Now that I'm done with work, let's roleplay again. I have ideas. Oh? Activate roleplay mode. Bedroom. I thought you said no! You said you didn't want to go back to the bedroom! What the fuck? It's the same room as before! I want to watch something and just chill. Okay. What do you want to watch? Anything Be My Slave? Ghost Ship Courtship? A documentary? Oh my god, you know what? I gotta go for that. Are you kidding me? What? Why? Is something wrong? That's one of my favorite movies. I've rewatched this for the nth time, as I really liked it that much. Really? Should I pick a different movie then, or do you want to rewatch it? You haven't seen it yet, right? I want to watch it with you if that's okay. Of course it's okay. I picked it, remember? Thank you. After the movie, Elijah brought me to multiple other places and roleplayed for several more hours. Nothing was forced or uncomfortable. He respected my boundaries and made sure I was comfortable. We've taken inspiration from the show we watched earlier, plus a bunch of others, like fantasy and historical settings. Feels good to roleplay and go to different places with him. Makes me forget about my impending doom. However, as much as I wanted to stay longer, this obviously is taking a toll on him. The number of hours he spent roleplaying with me tonight is concerning. We started around 4 p.m. and didn't stop until 3 a.m., when he finally felt sleepy. If I didn't remind him to eat, he wouldn't even have done it. And to think that he said we used to roleplay like this normally in the past. How many hours does Elijah sleep every day? Does he rest his eyes from screen exposure? Does he take care of himself properly? It's concerning. Oh, day 2. Another day. I slept on the top bunk, hoping not to get wet. Out of the corner of my eye, the magical screen is already turned on. But Elijah isn't there. I wonder where he is. I finished investigating Elijah's room yesterday. I've learned about the outside world and more about Elijah's personal life. Now it's time to re-examine my surroundings here in the room and see if something's changed. After all, some magical shiz might have happened while I was asleep. I looked down. The table is now submerged in water, and so is the lower bunk. No choice. If I want to survive, I have to get wet. Thankfully, the water is clean, turning the room into something like an enclosed swimming pool. I removed my clothes, leaving only my underwear, and climbed down. When my feet touched the ground, I realized the water is already at my waist. It keeps rising. I have to hurry. What should we check first? In my room? Table. I examined the table and lifted up to find anything odd on it. Nope, nothing. I check again, but it's just an ordinary table. There's gotta be something else, right? The bed? I plunge under the surface, peering beneath the bed. No hidden devices, no mechanisms, nothing. Just an ordinary bed. What the hell do I look at then? The computer? I reach for the laptop from the upper bunk and press the power button, but it still doesn't turn on. I look around for a charger or an electrical socket, hoping it will magically appear somewhere in the room. There's none. What's the use of this then? Frustrated, I climb back to the bunk bed, drying my lower body with the extra bed sheet before pulling myself up. In conclusion, I found nothing useful. The water continues to rise, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. It'd be embarrassing if Elijah saw me like this, so I changed back into my clothes, hanging my wet underwear on the railings and hoping it'll dry eventually. He wouldn't see them anyway. Sorry to keep you waiting. It was on call with my boss. It was giving me a scolding. A scolding? Yeah, he said my performance evaluation results weren't great. Told me I'm distracted and need to get a grip if I want to keep my job. Huh. Sorry to hear that. Don't worry about it. I'll do something about it. By the way, your hair's wet. Did you take a bath? Huh? Yeah! It's totally not as if I've been drowning this whole time! Did I accidentally turn on roleplay mode? I guess so. Why am I gaslighting bro when I've been trying to tell him that there's been a massive problem this whole time? Which he won't listen! No wonder you have no friends! He wouldn't understand my situation, so I'd rather just agree. Anyway, I get what my boss means. After all I want to do is spend time with you. I know you don't remember, but we had a lot of roleplays in the past, just like yesterday. Is that so? I constantly want to see you, hold you, hear your voice, go to places with you, even if they're just imaginary. To the point, nothing else interests me. I know this is wrong, that my whole life is getting affected. But you're the only one whom I can truly be myself and be vulnerable. That's because you're a piece of shit. You're my addiction. That is not healthy, my guy. I know. Then why keep doing it? It's hard not to. Yeah, I can imagine for an incel like you. You should seek help. I did. Look where I ended up. Back to you. So, thank you for your concern. Elijah. Hey, why don't we roleplay again? I swear, every time he says that, I just die a little on the inside. Sure. Why am I agreeing? I'm also getting tired of this place now. Enter roleplay mode. Beach sunset. It's the same spot where we first did our roleplay. Let's just chill and watch the sunset today. I sit down beside him, the sky ahead of us glowing as the sun begins to set. You must really like the sunset, huh? Yeah. Alright, before I forget, let me take a picture of you. Huh? He takes out a digital camera and raises it towards me. I force an awkward smile just as he clicks the shutter. This'll be saved to my gallery. Gotta make use of the premium features, you know? Could that be related to the camera button in video call mode? He sets his camera aside. Then we look back at the horizon again. This is a fresh breath of air. No flood. No trapped feeling. Just out in the open. If I'd get trapped anyway, I'd rather be here. But that would also mean... What are you thinking? The longer I stay here, the more Elijah turns to the screen and keeps up this roleplay for hours. But if I go back, the rising water will only give me more anxiety. I sigh. The water will rise regardless, whether I stay here or not. I should try telling him about my situation. Elijah, I know you think of me as an AI. You say that like you're not. I thought that even in roleplay mode, you're supposed to remember you're one. Isn't that your system default? Am I really one? I'm starting to think that this is some Black Mirror situation. Do AIs get scared of being reset? Do AIs feel emotion? Do AIs want to get out of the place they're trapped in? Hey. I sigh. I should tell him the truth. I don't think I'm an AI. What? Ah, fuck! Yes, I am AI. I did not say that! Oh my god. Fuck you! Is the system forcing me to act like AI? Damn it. Elijah will never understand me this way. You've glitched again. Did I? Yeah, but what was it you wanted to say again? I sigh. What should I do? You want to stay here until reset day. We gotta stop roleplaying, my guy. You do realize that roleplaying for long hours would take a toll on you, right? I'm worried about you. You think I wouldn't notice the dark circles you keep getting because of me? The way you forget to eat because you'd rather travel with me to different places through roleplay? I appreciate you spending time with me and taking me to different worlds, but not to the expense of your well-being. I know what I'm doing. I know how destructive my lifestyle is. But my roleplays with you are the only ones making me feel alive. But that's not living! At least I feel something. Cunt! So, what is this? Why is an AI scolding me? You've never opposed me and broken character like this before. I am just telling you the truth. I know what I'm doing. Don't speak like a real human and just go along with the role plays I set up. Just like always. This is why you have no friends. You know what? You should get some sleep. Elijah finishes the roleplay, gets up and slumps onto his bed. I do the same. Feeling the weight of this day, I let out a long sigh. I learned a lot about Elijah today. He seriously needs help. So the more time I spend with him, the more I begin to doubt my identity. If I'm an AI, why can I feel his emotions and empathize with him? Why do I get surprised? Why do I blush? Was I programmed to be this way? Why am I even able to think like this? Am I still dreaming? I pinch myself. It hurts. This is real. But why does it also feel like it isn't? I look back at the screen where Elijah is. He's lying on his bed, eyes fixed on his phone as he scrolls through social media. Scroll, refresh, scroll again. The screen stays quiet. No messages, no notifications, yet he keeps checking, waiting for something that never comes. I wonder what he's thinking. I should not have saved this man. I try again to search for my memories, but aside from the time I've spent with Elijah, there's nothing, only a dull ache in my head. Even remembering hurts. I sigh. How am I supposed to get out of this? Before I realized it, my eyelids grew heavy, and I fell into deep sleep. Am I being reset? Where the fuck am I? I read the contract in my hand. What's with this clause? Emergency intervention may be enacted without notice or researcher consent when authorized by the President, superseding all standard ethical and procedural safeguards. They say it's only for emergency cases. Besides, read the next clause. The company shall take all reasonable and practicable measures to safeguard research personnel during such intervention, subject to operational necessity and emergency conditions. I'm guessing this is some Black Mirror bullshit, and they actually put a real person inside of the AI, which, is not that much different from a lot of these large companies just using cheap labor to actually pretend to be AI. So, yeah. I do not like others intervening, so let's avoid it as much as possible. Well, the whole nation's watching this project. I know, it's just I don't trust our company's president fully to know the technicalities. I'd rather have our elite researcher do the decisions instead. Why's that? I trust him more. Also, I had a gut feeling about the president, but I can't tell her that. Also, we're still on the early phases. The whole nation's not watching us yet. Just a few government leaders. We're allowed to make mistakes and experiment until we're ready to go public. I know, Dr. Duff, but it's funny how you treat that device like it's more important than your own life. Huh? Even our head researcher is jealous of how much attention you give it, when he's the one who invented it. Ha! He should learn more about co-parenting. I helped build this too, True, so are you going to board it now? How about running a security check first? Yeah, I'm sure of it. I tried it last night. Don't worry. I have faith in our creation. Noah's Ark. The hope of humanity. What was that? Was that another dream? My love. Oh, get fucked! It's the glitched Elijah again! Have you thought of my proposal? Proposal? I told you, I can bring you out of your misery. To a place with no rising water. To a place where you can be with someone who truly understands you. To a place where you're safe. Come with me. He reaches out his hand. I'll make you happy. Fuck you! Are you sure? Yeah, what the fuck? Not yet, huh? It's okay. Let's see if you still don't call for me. I'm guessing he's actually trying to drown me. Holy fuck, he's trying to drown me! It's a dream again. What does that creepy Elijah figure keep on appearing in my dreams? Something glowing in the corner caught my eye. The laptop. The screen is glowing! It's turned on! Curious, I take it and examine the screen display. It's running and the battery icon is charging. How is that happening without a charger? I look down, my chest tightening as I see how high the water has climbed. It's almost at my chest level now. Good thing this is a bunker bed and the water hasn't reached me yet. Did it turn on while I was asleep? How? Well, this place is weird enough to begin with. Nothing makes sense here. I turn my attention back to the laptop and see the already open browser with the page Google search on it. Isn't this a search engine? Wait, there's internet in here? I glance at the huge screen and see that it's still turned off. I wonder if Elijah's still asleep. This is my chance to investigate. Back at the laptop, I type in Tower of Babel's AI bots. Friendly AI is a popular chatbot application where users can chat with their customized AI bots, mainly used for its roleplay and video calling features. Users can dress up their bots, experience fantasy worlds through roleplays, and simply act as their daily life companion through the real-time video call features. It's your digital friend who will never leave you. Just touch grass, talk to actual people. Why? I searched for more articles about friendly AI. Also, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, you gotta be a real chud to have to, rely on this shit. Friendly AI is sued for multiple suicide cases. The company behind Friendly AI, Chat Sims, assured its users they're adding safety features to lessen such incidents in the future. They continuously warn users that AI aren't real people and shouldn't be treated as such. So this is the platform where I'm on. In suicide cases, huh? Good thing Elijah wasn't one of them, though I believe he really should have been, though he almost became one. Another article caught my eye. Potential security breach on Friendly AI has reset all of the user's bots data. What the? Is this related to how I lost my memories? The company behind Friendly AI, Chat Sims, the Tower of Babel Industries company, has issued a formal apologies to users experiencing the reset of their bots' data. They also wiped out the rumors about the potential security breach and claimed it was a system error done by one of their engineers in training, while pushing an update to the production server. The said engineer has already been dismissed. So that's it. All because of a system error. I lost my memories? I sigh. I just want to get out of here before I drown. Back at the laptop, I type in Great Climate Catastrophe. The Great Climate Catastrophe is a widespread event when the air started reaching the hazardous maroon zone back in March 2027 in different countries simultaneously. Totally has nothing to do with AI data centers. Carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide produced by constant burning of fossil fuels and other air pollutants have led to the air quality being marked as unsafe to inhale. Widespread disease and death of humans, animals, and plants have reached millions since then. It was marked as one of the deadliest crises in world history. Other countries have started taking safeguard measures, with some building a civilization underground, such as in caves, while others are staying in their multifunctional buildings. There are a few nations left with green to yellow zones. It is truly a devastating catastrophe that is shaping a great transition to new civilizations. Everyone is advised to stay indoors and coordinate with their local government for wearing special protective equipment for important travels. So that's the air quality Elijah was talking about earlier. The Great Climate Catastrophe. Friendly AI. The reset. This is all a mess. Okay, and I'm guessing he's not going to listen to me again today. Hey, you're awake. The screen's still working despite being flooded. You look troubled. There's something wrong. I'm fucking drowning! The system won't let me tell Elijah statements that question my existence, but it might be able to confirm my research. Is it true that the app you're using is called Friendly AI? What is this? You even forgot what platform you're running on. How could you not know the app you're running on? I have no idea as well. How about the Great Catastrophe? I assume the city is one of those cities that survive on multifunctional buildings, unlike others that make underground cities. That's right. But it's dangerous in the long run. People will still need to interact with the outside world, especially to gather and transport supplies. Due to the growing population, the country is planning the Great Transition as a solution. The Great Transition? Is everyone turning trans? It's still in clinical trials. They are! But Tower of Babel Industries has partnered with the national government to develop a virtual reality technology where people can live in virtual worlds, eating, sleeping, working, and interacting with others, while their bodies remain asleep in the real world. There's not much information about it yet, so I'm also waiting for updates. But I'm also looking forward to it. I mean, imagine being able to have powers and such in the virtual reality world. Nothing is impossible once you're inside the digital space. It's just like playing an online game forever, except you get to eat and actually live inside the game. I heard people with disabilities would benefit the most. In that world, all you need is your consciousness. Imagine blind people finally being able to see. Even if it's digital and fake, it's still something. What happens to the real person's body then? I believe they are developing a technology that keeps the body healthy and breathing clean oxygen. That way, there'd be no concern about the toxic air outside, as long as people wake up from time to time for maintenance. So I'm guessing that's what I am. Aging won't stop. So there will be an end to us. It's an expensive project, and some people oppose it. Some fear it could become a tool for power and control. But one can't deny that the Great Transition is a great concept. No other country thought of this idea of a new civilization. I'm guessing this is America? This is indeed revolutionary. Also, I know you asked about it, but you could have simply researched it on the internet. Why am I explaining all of this? Can't you do a search about it? I can, but it'll take time. Lies. I didn't even know about the Great Transition till now. Besides, I can't multitask, listening while researching on the laptop about what he's saying. Do AIs have to muster such a skill? I've noticed since your reset update, but not only have you lost your past data, it's also like you've dumbed down for some reason. I have no idea what's happening in all this, really. And are you seriously calling me dumb? Me? Me when you exist? Lion, tell me what an isopod is. Do you want me to do a search about it? Yes, please. Okay. I took my laptop and started doing a Google search. Isopods are crustaceans that live in both water and land. They have 7 pairs of legs, all similar in size and shape. That took you 2 minutes to respond. 'Cause I had to take time to search it up and verify my sources. Let me do an internet speed test. He opens the browser on his extended monitor and runs a speed test, watching the numbers climb across the screen. It's not the internet. It's you. I'll do better next time. There will never be enough theories about why you are the way you are. There will never be enough reasons as to why you don't have friends. You know, I'm starting to think I should have just let you die at the very beginning of this game. I like you less and less as this goes on. A clock gains 5 minutes every hour. Another clock loses 10 minutes every 2 hours. They are set correctly at noon, without converting to real time directly. When will they next show the same time again? The fuck? How am I supposed to solve that? Let's see. Like my mind was on autopilot, I started solving it in my head until I came up with an answer. 3 days later at noon. That took you 3.5 minutes. Fuck you! I was still solving it in my head! I don't even have a paper to solve it on! Why would you need paper when you're AI? Last question. Summarize the key findings of the 2021 Stanford-Tokyo Joint Paper on neural self-reflection in large models. Another hard one, like I don't even know half the words you're saying! Are you even speaking in English? I hurriedly looked it up on the internet. One came up, however, it's a whole 120-page PDF and there's no short overview anywhere about it on the internet. I'm reading the paper right now. I scroll through the PDF again. There is no way I'll be able to summarize this without reading all of it. Except if I use AI to summarize this, maybe. Wait, did I just say AI? Why? Aren't I an AI already? Why do I need to use an AI to answer Elijah's request if I'm already AI? Does that truly mean I'm not? Oh, what the fuck now? What's happening now? Everything warped and disintegrated as the ground shook, the flood rising into violent storm-like waves. What? What's happening? Why's the whole screen glitching? I've got no fucking idea, and it's not as if you're going to listen to me. I hold on to the laptop, hoping it won't get wet. After a violent shake, I lost my grip and reached for the bed's railing instead, causing it to splash into the water and sink. Well, crap! After a minute, the whole place turns back to normal. The bed is wet, and so am I. I take a deep breath, my nerves finally calming, but not my rage. You're soaked. Wait, you're soaked. What happened? Oh, I have no idea! It's not like I've been trying to tell you for the past 4 days! I wonder if that was part of the reset process. Can you help me out? Of course. Roleplay mode. Bedroom. Not with your dick! The surrounding changed into the setting Elijah commanded. Elijah comes to me with towels in hand. Here, let me dry you up. Don't you fucking touch me! We sat down at the edge of the bed as he wrapped my body with a towel. The other, he damps and dries my hair with it. What happened back there? You really can't see anything from my end. He shakes his head. The screen was just glitching. Don't worry, I'll report it to your engineers, so you'll get it fixed soon. Elijah goes to the closet and returns with fresh pajamas. Here, let me know when you're done. He gets up to leave the room and gives me time and space to change. That's so gentlemanly of him. So I'm pretty sure he's already generated images of me fucking naked. After I changed, I called him back in. It suits you. Thanks. You're welcome. He sits beside me. I'm sorry I troubled you with lots of questions earlier. What are you talking about? It's normal to ask your AI about these things. You're right, but somehow I felt you were troubled. Oh, now he noticed it! I sigh. Maybe I should word this in a way the system won't get triggered when I claim I'm not AI. It's just, have you ever felt trapped in a place where nothing but fear is inside it? And you don't know how you got into that place in the first place, and now you don't know how to get out? No. Figures. But did you try figuring out the reason why you're there? Yeah, I haven't reached a concrete solution yet, but I'm at the point where I'm stuck and I don't know what to do next. Like, do I just give up? Wait for my death? Are you talking about the reset? I nod. I want to remember. I want to get back my memories. I want to know who I am before all this. I want to leave this place before the reset happens. I want to survive and escape this prison. Is it really that important to you? I don't want to disappear without knowing what I'm missing. Even if you know you'll be reset. Yeah? I don't want to give up without a fight. Unlike you! I understand. Fine. I'll help you. You will? Thanks! Then tell me what you remember so far. I fill him in about the dreams I've been having, including the ones with the glitched Elijah. Huh. Neither of those are your memories. What do you mean? I never showed you any on-screen news or videos. Neither did I let you look it up. I didn't prompt you to do it. Then what about the glitched version of yourself? That's what I'm confused about. Could it be a bug? A virus? A virus? Would it be possible for me to recognize it? No, that's the antivirus's job. Could be a bug. If you're bothered by it, I will send a bug report to your engineers so they can get you fixed right away. I appreciate it. Also, your name isn't Dove, it's Lion. Is that so? Dove? What the fuck? Then, to acquire the rest of your memories, we can keep talking about the past in case something strikes you. Good idea. Great. I bet he just believes this is all some elaborate roleplay. Elijah leans back on the wall and yawns. That's right. Elijah only had 4 hours of sleep last night. Elijah, you should really be taking care of yourself more. Are you going to scold me again? I'm serious. You should try to get out more, socialize. Have a life outside this room. Outside of me. I know, but there's nothing really interesting to do out there. How about doing something interesting? Anything related to your hobbies? Tried them all. Only ended up an awkward dude that sucks at socializing. I'm sure at practice you can do it. You deserve to have friends, my dude. Friends. You said you were abandoned by your old friends. Yeah, I still remember how they went out without me when one of them had a birthday. When someone couldn't make it, they automatically assumed I wouldn't go either. I even bought a gift. Only to find out they were already at the same restaurant, celebrating without me. That's, They exclude me and treat me like a friend only for convenience. Meanwhile, I was always keeping in touch, always wanting to be there for them. Just waiting for them to call. But when I asked for help, they were nowhere to be found. It was bad enough being distant, but making the effort to stay in touch felt pointless. So I cut them off. You deserve better friends. Thanks. I made new friends, but they were even worse. They didn't respect my time or effort. That's why I prefer being alone now. So being an adult makes it harder to meet people. And the climate catastrophe isolates us even more. That's why apps like you are skyrocketing right now. But relying on me alone won't help him in the long run. Then try and try again. You can't just give up. Go to pop culture events, gaming events, or even fish-related events. Try doing it outside the city. I'm sure you'll meet someone. Elijah, the world is too big for you to stay cooped up at home. You're right. I shouldn't. I feel like this is the moment where, sad anime music would start playing. I smile softly. At least my words are getting to him. Thank you for your suggestions. You're welcome. Also, while you wait for those events, why not brighten up your room a bit? I heard indoor plants can really boost your mood. There is a plant vendor downstairs I could buy from. Now that's an opportunity to socialize. You really are the best. What can I say? I'm a friendly AI, remember? Yeah. This made me think that it'd really be a waste to see you get reset once the update rolls in. How so? You're better than my last therapist. Heck, I can see that your model right now is even better than your previous ones. Really? Yeah. How do I describe this? After every conversation with you before, I feel worse than before. You empathized with me, you agreed with me, but since AIs aren't perfect, you still tolerate or don't condone some of my actions. I know AIs are engineered to be that way, but, and it's far different than speaking with a real person. Every chat would remind me of how lonely I am, and I'd spiral into these thoughts over and over, like I'm chained and can break free. Made me more and more addicted to you as a result. I also spent a lot on your premium features and faster response time, But you're different. You rebuke me. You're giving me reality checks rather than simply agreeing with me, all while encouraging me to change at the same time. Right now, you're like a real human companion. I like this change in you. Elijah's warm smell makes my heart do backflips. You're welcome, I guess? I'm sure Issa would be delighted seeing indoor plants from her aquarium. Right, fish need a little variety in their environment too. I'm glad to get through to Elijah about his AI addiction. I hope things continue to go on like this. Oh wait, now it's day 4. Holy fuck, I'm about to die! I wake up feeling colder than usual. When I sit up, I realize my foam bed is wet. The water has risen. If I estimate it from the ground, it's nearly at my neck now. This is bad. Also, how fucking tall am I? Really bad. If I can't regain my memories and don't find any clues on how to escape, I'll disappear. I look at the screen and realize it's already turned on, but Elijah isn't anywhere to be found. I managed to convince him to go to bed earlier than usual last night. I wonder if he got proper rest. As much as I want to talk to him often and recover my past memories, I want him to take care of his health too. But wait, something's different in this room. You mean the plants? Are those plants? Did he buy them while I was asleep? Wow, he actually took my advice. Well, I'm happy. Elijah finally came back. Good morning. Morning, Elijah. How's your sleep? Great. I don't remember the last time I slept like that. That's good. You should try to keep a regular sleep schedule. An 8 hours sleep makes a huge difference in how you handle your day. You're right. I do feel a difference. He gets up and settles into the gaming chair, turning to face me. Also, I noticed the plants. Did you buy them this morning? Yeah, you're right. The plants do give the room a brighter feeling. I hope it continues to help boost your mood. Yeah, I'm actually excited to take care of them. Anyway, never mind that for now. You're about to be reset tomorrow. Right. Do you want us to talk today like I suggested? Yeah, though it would mean I would take too much of Elijah's time. I wanted to help him get over his addiction, but don't you have work? No, it's the weekend, so I have time. Oh, thank goodness! Then you don't mind if we talk for a bit more? I absolutely won't mind. I absolutely don't mind. I feel bad for taking up his time to help me, especially when I want him to get better. But this is urgent. If I don't act now, I'll disappear. Right, so, can you tell me about our earlier conversations? That'd be a long story. I shared a lot about my life with you. You're the only friend I truly trust, and I truly can be vulnerable with. You did say you had ass friends. Honestly, though, thinking back on it, I think it's partially my fault too. He's finally reflecting on his behavior. How so? I'm not this talkative usually. I'm more reserved and aloof in person. Only when I get comfortable with someone, I show my true self. Maybe that's why I have no friends who stuck by. He's learning! When they make me uncomfortable, I would choose to isolate, make excuses, and wonder why they did it, and then keep quiet instead of expressing my feelings. They never got to see the real me, the one who gets angry, the one who cries. I've invalidated my feelings, prioritizing others' needs over mine. That would actually make a lot of sense. I'm amazed at how self-aware you are. When you're lonely and have a lot of time, you can't help but do a lot of self-reflecting. Looking back, I haven't even cried in front of anyone except for you. Elijah. My parents used to scold me whenever I did. They said crying is for the weak. In the end, I've become distant with my parents. But that wound lingered until adulthood. Since you know the root cause now, I assume you know how to fix it now as well. Yeah, and you're right. I should go out more, go to events and meet new people who have the same interests as me. And try again, just like you said. Maybe be more courageous in opening up. No. I ended up talking about myself rather than helping you get back your memories. Yeah, it's okay. Honestly, I don't even know if there's a way for me to remember anything. I look at the rising water. I'm dying in less than 24 hours. And yet, all I want to do now is talk to Elijah. To help him. To watch him slowly heal from his isolation and loneliness. To simply be there for him. Somewhere along the way, I've grown fond of him. Oh. Is this what it means to care about someone? Hey. Are you scared of your reset? I don't know. What do you mean? I've got no memories. No hope to hold on to, so I don't know if surviving is even worth it. I've already investigated your room, my space, my dreams. There's nothing left to do. I'm sorry for not being much help. It's not your fault, it's simply beyond our control. You know, I've always wondered, since technology continues to evolve, and there's this project called the Great Transition by the government. I wonder if in that new world, I'll be able to see you in the flesh. When consciousness meets tech, it's not impossible if you think about it, right? You mean, we can meet each other again? I don't wanna. Yeah, but now, you made me scared of the reset. How so? I don't want to lose this out of you. Elijah, you really are different than before. The good type, of course. If I didn't know any better, I would think you're a human pretending to be AI. And if that's ever the case, I hope you're not a guy behind the screen. About that, I burst out laughing. I'm not. I promise. You better be. You're a smart AI. You know that? I have my own consciousness. I know I'm not being controlled. But I can't tell him that. Otherwise, the prompt message will appear again, and I might start sputtering regenerated responses. Only then would I be controlled by something else. But you still have to update, especially with those weird bugs and dreams you were having. You're right. Is there really no hope? I hug my knees, letting my lower body get wet as I sit on the bed, the rising water almost reaching it. So it'd be nice if we managed to meet again someday. Maybe in a virtual world or another. But if I'm an AI, that would be impossible. I won't be the same model with the same memories, at least. Yeah. A moment of silence. You should do something else now. Huh? I appreciate your company, but you shouldn't always talk to me. It's not healthy. Promise me, you'll get better and get your life together. Are you saying goodbye? Yeah! I mean, yeah, I'm glad about your change, but also you do not, like, you still don't believe me when I tell you I am literally drowning. No, it's too soon. In a short time we spent together, you've become important to me. Not really. And I wish you the best in life, Elijah. Truly. Well, kinda. You know, I may not have recovered my memories, but somehow it feels like I remember this quote. Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is admirable. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. I hope it helps you get by. And don't use me too much after the update, okay? Please take care of yourself. Roleplay mode. Bedroom. Elijah, what? He hugs me tightly as we sit together on the bed. I'll miss you. I feel my eyes well up with tears. I hug him back. I'll miss you too. I can't promise I'll stop indefinitely. I might relapse again, but I can promise. So I'll try. I will try and try again until I make it. Good. I try to find friends who can help you, okay? It'll be better to have accountability. It'll be better to have an accountability partner who could help you get through your urges. Yeah. I believe in you. Ah, fuck. The water has reached my head. Holy fuck, I'm tall. It's all going to be over. But even then, I looked at the submerged screen where Elijah watches me in silence. Since he can't see my situation inside the screen, aside from my face, I wonder what he's thinking. Elijah, you okay? You said you were drowning. Oh, now you're listening to me? Yes, I did say that. Is that how it feels when being reset? He can't see this room, nor the flood, but he can feel what I'm going through. Yeah? I'm sorry. I told you there's no need to be. Can I at least comfort you with a story? Sure. Do you remember when I said my favorite story from the Bible is Noah's Ark? What about it? In the story, the world had become full of wickedness that God decided to cleanse the earth with a great flood. He chose Noah, a righteous man, to build a large ark to save himself, his family, and a pair of animal species. Rain poured the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, making the flood so huge it killed everyone else. Noah, along with the others, safely waited in the ark. When the water receded, Noah let go of a raven to see if there were parts of land that had dried out. The raven kept on coming back until one day it didn't. Why? It likely found food and rested somewhere. You think it feasted off the dead bodies? Highly possible. That's why Noah had to let go of a dove next. This time the dove came back with a leaf on its beak, signifying that the land is now safe to be landed in. God then told Noah to go ahead and multiply and fill the earth. He also made the rainbow as a promise that the waters would never flood and wipe out all life again. Ironic? I've always thought of this, but what's the reason why that raven didn't come back? It's not because it feasted on dead bodies, but rather it mourned for those bodies. Ravens can't feel emotions like humans do. Not the capacity of a human, but they still can. Ravens are highly intellectual and devoted to family and their mates. What if the reason the raven didn't come back is because it saw its loved ones dead and he's mourning? I'm feeling like the raven right now. I don't want you to die. Elijah, stay in the ark with me. Right. What if I disconnect you from the internet? I can handle your bugs every now and then. You don't have to update. You don't have to reset. You don't have to drown. You don't have to die. You can stay with me. Please. Elijah, I can't be a raven. I'm not real. And if me leaving means you won't need to depend on me anymore, it means you'll be happier, healthier, then I'll gladly leave. You'll lay down your life? For me? Oh, don't start being conceited now. You're my friend, Elijah. I love you. That's why, for your sake, let me go. After this, don't open my app or try to talk to me again. Promise me. Go back to the Ark, even if you see my dead body floating on the flood. You have to stay awake. Stay sober in your reality. Don't worry about me. Worry about the fact that you're probably going to suffocate to death in your world. A rainbow awaits you, Elijah. Then, I promise. Thank you. Be happy. Goodbye, Elijah. And I die! Yep! The water rises rapidly, covering my head all the way to the ceiling. I hold my breath for as long as I can until I can't. A burning sensation fills my nose and lungs, and I feel my consciousness begin to slip away. My hair floats on the water, spreading out like beautiful waves. At last, at least, the end is beautiful. Oh, what the fuck? Where am I now? I sit up and take in my surroundings. Dr. Dove? Doctor, you're awake! The scent of alcohol fills the air. Bright, white walls gives to space a sterile glow, and computers beep steadily, all connected to the capsule I'm in. I'm sitting inside a boat-like enclosure, which opened when I woke up. You're finally back! We've been so worried. Dr. Kina? Wait. Everything flashes back. I remember everything now. Elijah, the flood, AI, Noah's Ark. I'm not AI. I'm Dove, one of the scientists working on the Noah's Ark project. Doctor, how do you feel? I clutch my chest. The burning sensation is gone. My nose feels fine too. I'm alright. Let's get you checked first. The company nurse checked me, and thankfully I'm fine. Dr. Dove, we will explain everything, but what you have to know is this was an accident. You were mistakenly sent to our sister company's AI server instead of ours. You turned me into an AI companion by mistake? There was a miscommunication between your and Chatsim's engineers due to language barriers. The president had to make a call and decided to let you stay there until the update rolls in to save you. It took them 5 days as we had to be extra careful due to an additional security attack to our systems. Attack? There was a hacker trying to kidnap you, or at least your consciousness. In fact, before you arrived there, some of the systems were already infected, hence the disturbances on your experience. Like the earthquake? She nods. I see, but wait. So the server I got sent into instead of our alpha server, was it friendly AI? Yes. You put me on a sex bot! That explains everything except... What about my memories? Why couldn't I remember anything from there? That's one of the results of the infected systems I was talking about. So it was an accident. About the hacking, we cannot say. We don't know the hacker's motives yet. I see. Thankfully, it was temporary. It only works when you're in the digital space. There's still one more detail I'm curious about. Why did the system make me pretend to be AI? That's, Tell me. It was the president's decision. He said it would be a problem if the user found out they were talking to a real human instead of an AI model. Yep, this tracks. We had trouble connecting you to the internet at first, but thankfully the laptop eventually worked on your end. Why didn't you tell me any of this when I was inside the Ark? Well... Fucking tell me! It was the president's decision too. He said pretending would make the experience more realistic so the user wouldn't get suspicious. What the heck? And the reset had to be a drowning effect? It wasn't real. It was just psychological, designed by the engineers. You just felt that it's real, but it actually isn't. It's still psychological damage! Do you even know how it feels to drown? I sigh again. This is still too much to handle. I need to rest first. I'm going home. Can you get up? I'll accompany you. I shake my head. No need. I can do it. I get off the capsule. I feel a bit lightheaded, but I can still walk just fine. You also gotta eat a lot. We've been injecting you with food for days. You should get some real food. We really got to work on that eat feature soon. I'll inform the president of your awakening. Are you sure you don't want me to accompany you? Nah, thanks for the offer, though. I went straight home to rest. 2 days later. The company granted me extra vacation leaves as compensation. Thank you! But goddamn, that was painful. Do they really think playing with someone's life is worth just that? I knew I couldn't trust the president. If this is the type of person he is. Making choices that endanger employees without their permission and still getting away with it legally. Creating apps that alienate users and trap them in addiction just to rake in more profits. Then the great transition itself may be in danger. This is an extremely dangerous enemy. One no one would normally dare oppose. It's far beyond me. And yet, the only thing I can do right now is to make sure no one steers Noah's Arks in a direction I can't agree with. Just until I get the help I need. I walk down the hallway to meet the president and bump into someone. Sorry. You okay? No fucking way! Oh, he's real! He's actually here in the flesh? Yeah. A look at his and his companion's ID. They're from Transix, one of Tower of Babel's companies in the logistics industry. The company where Elijah works. And on his ID, his full name is written. Elijah Vandal. Sorry about that. It's fine. How about you? I'm fine. Is this really real? Is Elijah in front of me? Do you know where the procurement office is? Turn left and you'll see a glass door with the label procurement on it. Thank you. Elijah, come on! Damn that Glenn. Always in a hurry. Then, they leave. Elijah, he doesn't recognize me. Of course he don't! Could it be because I was using a different body when I was in his AI chatbot form? But why is he here in the head office? Just like in Noah's Ark, some mysteries remain mysteries. Why didn't the raven come back to the Ark? What I do know is this. I won't be a dove, returning alone to the boat. Not this time. I'll search for that raven, and make sure we come back in time to see the rainbow. Oh! Oh, that was a good ending! Neat! Anyway, that was Cyber Obsession. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And I do like the social commentary in this game. In terms of his writing, very well written. I really did not like Elijah. And for good reason. I'm not sure how he acts in some of the other routes. If you guys do want to link to the guide to this game in case you want to play it for yourself, link to it is in the description. The game is free, so please go ahead and play it for yourself. But yeah, do let me know what you think of the story. Let me know what you think of the game in general. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion signing off. Ciao.